Manchester United come in with one final offer for Mason Mount, and they said, listen, take it or leave it. And I've got a bad feeling Chelsea are going to leave it. And Romelu Lukaku's agent comes out full blast describing what is actually going on. He gives us insight on the AC Milan move, he gives us insight on Lukaku's desires, and he also says, Inter Milan, you better hurry up. We're going to break it down into nice details because he gave Fabrizio Romano the full scoop, and I'm here to give it to you lot. And more importantly, Jackson, here we go. Fabrizio has landed it. Fofana's going out on loan. There are 5 clubs in France that are chasing him, but I'm saying we keep it in the family. And finally, Azpilicueta, our beloved captain. It looks like he's off to Inter Milan. You can't make this up. Let's get this started. Welcome to the Kavkas View, okay, I'm Alexis and I'm here to bring you guys the latest news. We're going to start with Mason Mount first. Mason Mount, well, it's getting very interesting. Yesterday, I was ranting about Mason Mount because I got a little bit rattled. Some place called the Chelsea Forum, 150,000 Chelsea fans follow him, but yet he wants to criticize Reece James and defend Mason Mount. Got me a little bit triggered. I'm not doing that today, even though a lot of you enjoyed it. What has happened? Well, David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano, Fab started it by saying, first of all, Manchester United are going to make their third and final offer now, and they're coming in strong. Then David Ornstein gave us clarity. He gave us all the context, he gave us the numbers, and he gave us the digits. The numbers are simple. Chelsea counted them and said they wanted 60 million plus 7 million in add-ons. We don't know what those add-ons are. Most probably Chelsea would make them achievable. But Manchester United retorted that and said, look, we're giving you 50 million plus 5 million in add-ons, and that's the final offer because Manchester United said so. All right, they think they're about that life, and I've got a bad feeling we're going to accept this offer, or we're not going to accept this offer. I think we're not going to accept this offer. Let me just be frank with you. I think Chelsea believe that there is too much of a gap between the valuation they value the player at and the valuation Manchester United are willing to offer. The reality is there's, I think, just under a 20% difference of the valuation of the player. Chelsea should not be letting this kid go. The difference is the media now have this perception that Mason Mount wants to leave, right? Fabrizio Romano came out and actively said Mason Mount's camp has told Chelsea Football Club that they want to leave. That's what I covered yesterday. I've been told personally by somebody that's in the know. I don't know how accurate this information is. I'm not even saying I have sources. Somebody I know within the industry who has sources has told me that this is not true. This is fabricated information. This is what Fabrizio has most probably been fed, and we don't know where that's coming from. But Mason Mount has only been given an offer once, and it's about the 1-year deal. Other than that, the last contract offer was before the World Cup. There is no information. You make of that as you would. I'm not saying this guy is totally accurate. I'm telling you what's been said to me through doing this, through the people I've met. Okay? That's where we're going to leave it. Now, when it comes to Mason Mount, what do? I don't see a world, right, where he comes back and gets an opportunity from Pochettino and then gets a new contract. I think too much has happened. But at the same time, this is Chelsea Football Club. And at Chelsea Football Club, we can expect the unexpected all the time. So the reality is, what I'm telling you guys now, buckle up, every single one of you, buckle up. Sit back and make sure you're sitting down. My prediction is Mason Mount, first game of the season is starting. My prediction is Mason Mount stays here and potentially gets a new deal because Pochettino plays him. Mason Mount actually has a few good games and the pressure goes on the new board and they collapse and they meet Mason Mount in the middle and he gets a new contract. That's my prediction. Whether I agree with it, whether I don't, you know my views from yesterday's video. The link will be there at the end of the video for you guys to go watch it. I don't think this is going to not end up in this way. Genuinely, I would not be shocked. On to more interesting news, and well, Lukaku's got his agent and his lawyer to come and talk to Fabrizio Romano. Well, that's what Fabrizio says. Fabrizio said he spoke to Lukaku's agent and this is the information that he can give us. There are 4 things that we took away. Number 1, talks with AC Milan have not happened, according to the lawyer of Romelu Lukaku. According to Romelu Lukaku's lawyer, these talks have not happened. He is fully enticed by the offer by Inter Milan. He loves the club. He will not be wanting to join AC Milan. I don't believe that. Reason I don't believe that is because he can't come out and say, yes, talks are happening. Because the likelihood is, if I was a betting man, which I am, I would be putting money on Romelu Lukaku being in Inter Milan blue next year. That's my personal opinion. I think somehow we're going to find the money and they're going to pay the money and we're going to sell it. That's my opinion. Number 2. He wants to stay in Europe. The Saudi offer is there, the Saudi offer is real, but under no circumstances does he want to go out to Saudi Arabia. He is happy, he is home, and he is comfortable in playing in Europe. He believes he's got a lot to offer. And I said this, by the way, and a lot of people said, you're making this up, you're talking nonsense. I think Lukaku's got a lot to offer for a football club. I genuinely do. I think Romelu Lukaku, starting regularly in Italy, will be getting you 20 goals guaranteed. We saw at the end of the season when Romelu Lukaku trimmed up, little bit of that baby fat came off him, when he got himself into shape, when he looked like the tank that he is, lean, mean, fighting machine. All of a sudden, Romelu's scoring every single week. Romelu looks like the player he was. Romelu is bullying defenders left, right, and centre. Good finishes, striking it with vim from far, because defenders are scared to get too close, because he'll roll them and run away. All of a sudden, he looked competent. So you're telling me now, all of a sudden, Romelu Lukaku can't go back to being that player for the next 3 to 4 years. It's a no-brainer. Don't chase the money. You've made enough money. You've had enough transfers, my friend, okay? West Brom, Everton, Chelsea, Inter Milan, Manchester United, Chelsea, enough transfers in your lifetime, all right? In my opinion, no chance should he be leaving to go to Saudi Arabia for the bag. Number 2, Chelsea are firm on what they want. They want £60 million and they're not going to budge off it. That's the valuation that they have. They want a firm offer, no more loans. Inter Milan, stop being broke. It's simple as that. You want the player, come and pay for him. You want the player, go and sell someone and fund this move. Otherwise, stop complaining. You're not getting a loan move. And finally, they basically put the ball in Inter's court. Inter need to hurry up and do something. That's what the words were from the agent's mouth. Like, it's up to them. The ball is in their court. You want the player, it's time for you lot to act. I think this is a massive PR job from Lukaku's camp. I genuinely do. I think this is to basically tell everybody where they stand and how they feel about the whole situation. Because the reality is we all know where it is now. So if Inter don't come in for him, the fans are putting pressure on, why aren't you coming in? Chelsea's stance is clear. We know he ain't going to Saudi Arabia, and that's just the deal. So that's the information regarding Romelu Lukaku. We've got a little bit more information about our number 9 situation next year. So we've already had Christopher Nkunku approved. We've had him confirmed, and he's a Chelsea player. We saw him in a Chelsea kit. And this has been posted by Chelsea FC's Twitter. However, he's not a number 9. Get it out of your head. Anyone that says we need to start playing Nkunku 9 and using him as a traditional 9, you've never watched the guy play. That's all I'm going to say, yeah? Because if you think we are going to go through that again, what we went through with Havertz, putting someone in the wrong position and then being upset when he can't perform the role, we're not doing that again. Under no circumstances should we be doing it. And if Poch does that from game 1, I'm Poch out. I'm dead serious. If Poch starts using Nkunku like a proper number 9, like a Harry Kane number 9, I don't want him as the gaffer. I'm dead serious. Because we're not doing that again. It's not going to work. We need to have players in the position they were brought in to be, because I'm not going to hold players accountable for not being in the position that they deserve to be when they're signed. I'm done. But it looks like we've signed Nicholson Jackson. Nicholson Jackson is an individual that we have signed for Villarreal. We've given them 2 extra million, 1 to 2 extra million to do it in installments rather than just to activate the fee. Basically to keep good relationships and good faith with those clubs. So in the future when we come to negotiate, it's like, remember there's a 2 million extra we let you hold? Don't worry about it now. Deduct a little bit, 5 million extra here, because someone else could come and just activate the release clause and take him. But in the future, when we do business, we'll throw you a little bit more money on the side. I think this is very good and tactical. Fabrizio's given us a here we go. The player's going to have a medical over the weekend, and he's going to be announced as a Chelsea player. Whether I'm convinced in him, I don't know. I genuinely don't understand the point of the signing. Someone did word it very well for me. Look, Alec, you were up high on Badiashile. Reason being because you knew Badiashile's talent and you knew of him. Well, this could be another version of a Badiashile signing where we pay 30 million. He's young. He's got great upside. So give it a chance. We're going to give him a chance. Another player that I was told we need to start giving him a chance. Fofana, not Wesley, Datro Fofana, looks like he's going on loan. He's got 5 clubs chasing him to take him on loan. His preference is Lille in France. However, I think we should be loaning him to Strasbourg. Strasbourg should be signing this. The reason I'm saying this is that we need to keep it in the family. Send him out there, make it a nice, safe haven for where Chelsea players can go on loan, where players join, develop themselves, and know that there's a route, if they overly perform well, to Chelsea. It is a great way for us to develop talent. However, I don't know how it's going to work because I don't know how many players at a time can go on loan to Strasbourg from Chelsea. I don't know these rules. It's something that we'll need to confirm. It's something that we'll most probably find out. But I don't see a point of loaning him to Lille, personally, considering we have a team now in France that we own. So that's just my personal. The final piece of news is regarding our captain Cesar Azpilicueta. It's going to be quick, it's going to be short, so make sure you still stay to the end. Cesar Azpilicueta looks set to be leaving the club. So Cesar Azpilicueta has been with us for 11 years now. And this is a player that's played over, I think, 500 games for us. He's a legend. Like, there's no two other ways to put it. He's won a Champions League. What I found. He's won, oh, thank you, Siri. But he's won Champions League. He's won multiple Europa Leagues. He's won Premier Leagues. He's won Cups. He's been fantastic, right? Let's just be honest. However, and this is the big one, he's been below average for a while now. And it's time for us to let him go. He wants to leave on a free transfer and join Inter Milan or potentially Bayern Munich. I think we should give him the due diligence of letting him go out of this contract. We'll save wages, and more importantly, we'll keep good terms with a former legend. What are you gonna get for him? $1 million? $2 million? The money you save in having him off the book, salary-wise, is just going to be worth it by itself. So Fabrizio said he's going to look for a way out. A lot of sources are saying Chelsea are most probably going to give him a way out for free. And there will be a medical apparently this weekend with Inter Milan. So we can stay tuned on that. But otherwise, guys, I hope you lot enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And like I said, if any of you want to leave some super chats below as a tips for great performances, feel free to. You will definitely get a response on your comment. And the rest of you, you know I always respond if I find a comment engaging or funny enough, because the volume of comments have gone through the roof, so I really appreciate the engagement. Peace out, I'm out.